white supremacy, and you want to treat them like $40 million slaves. Gladiators who are well paid to beat each other's brains out, but have to keep their mouths shut when talking about injustice. Look at the videos of the police getting away with murder and tell me that the players are wrong to protest it and that they have no rights to do that. People need to take a knee against white supremacy, and people need to stand up against you and your buddy Donald Trump and drive his whole regime out.
Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys owner, was confronted by protesters not long ago. He has benefited, per Bloomberg News, from the Texas freeze that rocked the Lone Star State.
President Trump praising Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones after he became the first owner to come out against part of the NFL's controversial new national anthem policy.
He touches on political issues.
We don't need to touch politics. We don't need to touch politicians. We need to be the respite, getting away from all of that.
While proclaiming to not touch politics. Months ago, a lawsuit was filed against Jones claiming he had a secret daughter. Alexandra Davis brought the suit, then subsequently dropped it. Local Dallas station WFAA reported Jones paid nearly $3 million to her. Unfortunately for Jones, there could be more trouble on the horizon. Here are the details. A civil plaintiff is gearing up for an upcoming appeal and continuing to fight Cowboys owner Jerry Jones in court after accusing him of essaying her in a case that has largely slipped under the radar. The woman chose to file under a pseudonym to reportedly minimize the risk of attracting media attention, according to her attorney. The timing of this, though, if you have been following the NFL/billionaire ownership class, it may not surprise you. Cradling a drink in one hand, he tells members of his inner circle about the dirt he has accumulated on fellow owners, coaches, executives, even his own employees, all the stuff he's learned from other sources, including private investigative firms.
ESPN has learned Snyder has told associates he's used private investigators and other sources to gather enough secrets to blow up several NFL owners and NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell.
He never says exactly what he knows, only that in his 23 years as owner of the Commanders, he knows a lot. And that in the zero-sum world of billionaires, this is how you survive, wrote Seth Wickersham, Don Van Natta, and Tisha Thompson. They can't F with me, he has said privately.
Snyder thinks he has enough on all of them, a former senior Commanders executive told ESPN. He thinks he's got stuff on Roger. The NFL is a mafia, Snyder recently told another associate. All the owners hate each other. That's not true, a veteran owner told ESPN. All the owners hate Dan.
Leaked sources say the NFL is aware that Snyder has claimed to be tracking owners, but none of the owners or sources would reveal how they learned of Snyder's alleged effort to use private investigators. It's also unclear how many owners are said to have been targeted. Those sources say they believe it's at least 6. And guess who is one of them? That would be Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. One owner was told by Snyder directly that he has dirt on Jerry Jones, a team source told ESPN, though the nature of the information was unclear. Another source confirmed that Snyder has told a confidant that he has a file on Jones, the Cowboys owner who has served as Snyder's friend, mentor, and longtime firewall of support. That dirt may be coming to the surface. In the suit against Jones, Jane Doe accused him of forcibly kissing her on the mouth without her consent on or about September 16, 2018, in the Tom Landry room at AT&T Stadium. She also accused Jones of sticking his tongue in her mouth and forcibly grabbing and groping her. In court papers, Doe says the room was full of witnesses when the alleged assault happened, and that she believes the people in the room allegedly included former Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett, Ezekiel Elliott, Tyrone Crawford, Tyron Smith, and other prominent Cowboys players. In an alleged list of witnesses, Doe also named DeMarcus Lawrence and Eugenia Jones, Jerry Jones's wife. Doe claims the alleged incident caused her severe injuries, emotional distress, psychological pain and suffering, and medical expenses, among other allegations of damages. The complaint also claims that the plaintiff is continuing to see a doctor for treatment and experiences headaches, dizziness, extreme sadness, night sweats, panic attacks, nausea, depression, PTSD, crying spells, and other mental and physical problems as a result of the alleged incident. On information and belief, defendant Jones has a sleazy history of allegedly essaying and assaulting females, and it appears that both the Cowboys and NFL have turned a blind eye to said illegal behavior over the years, the complaint reads. Now, Jones's lawyers have denied the allegations. They have called them vague, and they have said they lack any factual support. Doe, who is represented by attorney Thomas Bowers III, also sued the NFL and the Cowboys, accusing the entities of allegedly failing to supervise and stop Jones, allegedly tampering with criminal evidence, and allegedly threatening victims and witnesses to deter criminal complaints, among other accusations. Meanwhile, in NFL ownership circles, Jerry Jones recently told confidants that he might not be able to protect Snyder any longer. Snyder has also badmouthed Jones, telling an owner recently he's only out to get in your pocket. He'll sell you down the river. You can't trust him, a senior executive close to the owner said. Snyder's already lost Jerry, the source added. The executive adds that team owners are willing to look the other way on Jones's own issues, including a Cowboys cheerleader voyeurism scandal involving a senior executive reported by ESPN earlier this year, and a lawsuit by a 25-year-old woman who says Jones is her father because his ingenuity and vision for growing the National Football League pie has made rich men richer.